Do you want a simple but powerful trading strategy that actually works? Well, if you do, you're at the right place because in this video, I'll break down the exact intraday strategy I use to catch high probability setups with clean charts and literally just a few rules. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure you stick around until the very end because I'm also going to be dropping a bonus tip at the end for those who literally make it there. So let's get right into it. Hey all stars, welcome back. If you're new to this trading space, I'm Carrie, and literally this is where I teach you how to become a profitable trader in 2025. So if that's something that you're interested in, go right ahead and hit that subscribe button because it don't cost you nothing. With that said, let's get right on the charts. All right, all stars. So we're literally on the charts, and you know what? We're gonna be breaking down the simplest way in which you can, trade, which is literally break and retest. And when we're doing our break and retest, I want you to really understand what a break and retest actually is. So if you're a complete beginner, make sure you've got your notepad and your pen to, make some notes on this because you have to understand what a break and retest is because it's all about the structure. All right. So in simple terms, you're waiting for price to break a key support or resistance level. That's literally what it is. Then you're waiting for a retest of that level before price continues in the same direction. Think of it like this. Support becomes resistance, resistance becomes support. We're not trying to predict, we're waiting for confirmation. That's literally what we're doing. So let me show you this clearly on the charts. I'm going to grab my horizontal tool here. And you're clearly going to see that we've got some support here. Support means that price is sitting at a particular level, right? And then we're bouncing from there. Now, support was here. And then, of course, we had the lovely NFP coming and breaking through the entire support breaking structure. So we've got a nice break here. And of course, what we had was a retest of that same exact structure, right? So that's literally what a break and retest is. We've got price breaking through here, and then we're literally coming back to retest that same level before we decide to carry on, right? Basically, that's what a break and retest is. So we've got price coming from all the way up here, breaking through that structure, retesting it, and then continuing in the same direction. All right. So ideally, you want to be able to identify this, and you can use your horizontal tool to be able to identify the different levels of support and resistance. Remember, the more taps you have at a particular level, that means you've got a strong support there. And when we've got support now becoming resistance, this is essential, and this now becomes a key zone for you to focus on. So we know that 33.42 here is a phenomenal level in which we can have a potential sell, right? Or we can have price breaking structure again because it happens time and time again. Okay, so let me zone in on here. Lovely break, lovely retest. And when we retested, we created a phenomenal double top here, and then we drop it like it's hot, right? So you can clearly see we've come back to the same exact area and we have sold again. So that's the repetition pattern that you have to pick up on the markets or on the charts with price action. Now, we're clearly in this same level. And of course, you can see that we're currently selling. We're literally selling. And we can, literally come all the way back down to this level where we've got the support hanging. So in the whole idea here that I want you to understand is you've got to mark these levels. Mark the common levels where you've got price, having those lovely support and then looking where you could potentially get a break. And here's a pro tip. When it comes on to break of structure, most times you do get those lovely break of structure when you have the sessions opening, right? So the London session, you'll see that we get some break and retest going on. You'll see that we do the very same thing in New York session. It is a popular thing when it comes on to day trading. So you have to be able to identify these levels to kind of, make lovely trade ideas and have high probability setups basically. So look at this flawless one. All right, you see this coming all the way here. You're not just going to sit and watch it. You're going to see that, okay, we have tapped into this strong level here. And of course, we're now rejecting. Beautiful candle here on the 5-minute confirmation telling you, look at the power of 3 here with that little beanie one in between, telling you to get into that trade, right? So pay attention to what price action is actually giving to you. You'll see that we, pushed up just a little bit here. And then of course, we're selling just the very same. So price action will clearly show you what it's doing. Just look at it, analyze it, and be able to take the opportunity when you get it. That's literally what it is. And marking your levels, it's really helpful because at least you know where you've got those strong levels and you'll see where you have the potential to buy or sell based on what price action is actually doing. And you can do that using your horizontal tool. So this is literally, the simplest way in which you can look for price to move in a particular direction, whether you're buying or selling. You're really looking for support to become resistance and resistance to become support. And those are your key zones for entries based on how you're seeing the confirmation candles appearing. All right, so I'm gonna also be dropping some rules here when it comes on to the whole idea of break and retest. If you're a complete beginner, make sure you've got these rules locked in. Now, once price is breaking structure like this, we do not develop FOMO. We do not just rush in. We do not just jump in. We enter based on confirmation, right? So we're patient enough to wait on price to retest that structure to give us that signal that it's going to continue to the downside, right? We're not going to be trading in choppy markets when price action is sideways like this. We're literally going to wait on that full retest. And then when we get those confirmation candles, these lovely confirmation candles, then we get in on, a sell. And pay attention to news, as I've always been stating, because you don't want to be in a trade expecting price to respect this support and then boom, NFP comes and just take all your money, right? So pay attention to news events as well. Knowing it is very important. And watch out for your risk because over leveraging kills accounts, right? You never know what the market will do. You may be in the perfect setup, right? And you'll see that you probably have the same setup as someone else and they win and you lose because you're over leveraging. So don't over leverage, don't overdo it. Use moderate risk when it comes on to your trading, right? And understand that it's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. It will take time, all right? So be patient with the process and follow the rules of understanding that we don't just jump in on a break. We wait on the retest, wait for confirmation candle, and then we get in. Okay. So with that said, I also want you to understand one phenomenal thing. If you want to add an additional confirmation, then this is what I'd suggest. So for those of you around until the very end of this video, this is your gift for watching it. You could literally take your fib tool from here to here, where we've got this pullback, and measure where your retest is. If your retest is literally around this level, which is your 61.8, that's a double confirmation to get in on the trade, right? So from here to here where you've got the pullback and then price retest structure here, and it's also in alignment with your 61.8 on your Fibonacci, then get in on the trade, because that's your entry cue, and that will give you the probability of getting back to here for your take profit. So try this, back test it, remember your rules. And this is like a simple framework, a simple process that you could literally follow day in, day out as a day trader and consistently make high probability setups and get in on these to make profits. Okay, with that said, if you're getting any value from this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up so that YouTube puts this out to many other traders who are probably struggling within their trading journey. With that said, drop it in the comments if you got any value from this, and be sure to watch this full video on supply and demand, because it will also help you when you're analyzing your charts. And don't forget to put God first in everything you do, because if he's in it, without a doubt, you must win it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.